condescending,
snarky,
arrogant, snarky.
What?
I didn't anticipate Joe would discuss the entire Rory incident that was taking place in areas over a period of days.
The drama land, right when you're doing some shit you gotta do.
Oh, yeah. I was surprised that Joe would talk about the full Rory situation that was happening over several days.
I was right in some spaces. But where do y'all want to start?
There.
Is that where you want to start, Mona? Okay.
I don't know what y'all talking about.
And Mona is there, prepared to assist them in understanding the subject. Let me now give you some background before we discuss Joe's response and the cast. This all began when Damaris made this statement while discussing the Grammy nominees with Rory Maul during their episode.
To piss me off because the Clips deserves to win, and that's not Kendrick
just
Lamar
opened
hate.
his mouth. Someone go hand him a Grammy right now.
He's a Grammy darling. That goes without.
However, I recall the time when they shared these opinions.
Or the build-up or the anticipation.
Like I told y'all, he was going to get out of here. He was going to be rapping his off.
I will say right now, Kendrick Lamar is the best active rapper alive, and I will stand by that.
He's an artist in every sense of the word. He pays attention to detail. He's very calculated. He's very conscious of how he looks and how he comes across and how his music sounds, and he blends jazz and hip hop and all these different genres in his music. So he's an artist, and you see that when he.
You know, a few weeks ago, Joe Budden made the same comment about Kendrick being a Grammy darling, and the internet attacked him for it. Damaris, however, goes one step farther. Rather than simply voicing her thoughts on the pod, she posts this on Twitter. Show me the exact words I used. I detest the sound of his voice. I seem to recall stating, not a fan. Kendrick's music is what I listen to. Kendrick is not someone I despise. I repeated myself several times. I think he deserves what he gets, and I respect him. I've been really unbiased. I'm getting tired of this story. You are not victims. All right, bet, a fan remarked. These are the receipts.
Kendrick Lamar fans, I've said on every platform possible, I hate the way Kendrick Lamar raps. I hate the sound of his voice.
Same. Now that the Twitter argument is taking place, an increasing number of people are pulling receipts for Damaris and Rory up until it reaches the conclusion that Twitter exists. There are events taking place, and people are arguing.
I wasn't educated in his body of work, and it took me having to peel. So I say all that to say, not to throw Damaris bail because, baby girl.
So he wasn't in your top three? He wasn't in your big three?
He wouldn't have been in my top three because I wasn't educated enough on it. I never gave his album a chance to listen to it. And I feel like a lot of people who have a lot to say about Kendrick is based on them being either misinformed or uneducated or never really actually giving it a true listen.
Rory then enters and begins discussing tweets that I believe not everyone was aware of. However, this section is where it really takes off.
Rory!
Oh no, I'm just finding out on the internet that I hate black women.
Oh, Ross.
Oh, yeah. I'm finding that out too. I'm looking
I'm just
wait,
finding
with
out.
the magnifying, like, whoa.
Yeah, no, that shit crazy.
Okay, so first of all, hey, Ross, are those AI or are they real tweets?
Which ones?
Now, remember this question, since it will return in a short while.
Should we go through them?
We could go through every last tweet. There's not a single thing I will ever hide behind.
Here, no would have been the right response. Avoiding Twitter Spaces would have been the appropriate reaction to this. And discussing it on your podcast, offering an apology, closing your Twitter account, changing your direction, and speaking with your PR staff. And since we have witnessed Joe Budden go in Spaces, I find it incomprehensible that those who have had the chance to be a part of the JBP ecosystem have not used that opportunity as a learning experience to know what to do and what not to do. He reacts in a particular way, as we have witnessed on camera. Even so, he has undoubtedly committed numerous errors at some point. Given the number of years he spent with Joe and in the media, I do believe Rory had the chance to learn that this is not how you handle it, and to enter the situation with a mindset of, I don't think I did anything wrong. Let's hear the remainder of this, though.
I know who I am, and this
Are
is
they
actually
old
hilarious.
tweets that already came out already? Like, I feel like I see.
No, this is all that I'm looking at now.
It's unclear at this point whether these tweets are AI generated or related to Rory's real profile, but he claims he's only looking at them right now. Take note of the dates that Rocky mentions, though.
One tweet by you, Ross.
There was one that I saw everyone getting mad at of I'm gonna celebrate my birthday for the whole month like a black girl. I would make that joke right now.
Okay. I'm not mad at that.
Like,
Rory.
Okay, now we do have to take it.
Yeah, that wasn't a bad one.
That's not a bad one.
I would make that joke today.
I say no to that. Additionally, there were multiple times that people attempted to halt him. He did say on Spaces several times, said he was receiving texts from folks and sending him a message to leave Spaces. Maul even enters at one point and declares he continues, saying, Rory, go to bed.
Joke. Matter of fact, Gina can come up too. I came up here to joke. Like, me and Damaris were really laughing. Like, people really think.
That is not acceptable to me. In addition, there were other attempts by others to stop him. He did use the phrase on Spaces multiple times, claimed that people were texting him and telling him to leave gaps. At one point, Maul even walks in and says, Rory, go to bed.
So are we saying that's an...
I have no idea what that is.
Okay, because
you think
that's AI.
You think I've studied every tweet I've done since
no
2009? I have no idea what that is.
Okay, so here's the thing, Rob. You my guy, so we're gonna talk this through. If you do click on the link, the retweets, it does go back to your timeline.
Okay, so do you remember like Twitter?
Mm-hmm.
When people would go back and forth like in our niche worlds? Mm-hmm. I'm sure that had something to do with us joking back and forth.
Keep in mind, they were merely discussing the use of AI in some of these tweets. Later on, when they get here, he tries to explain it away by claiming that it was a part of the Twitter era. However, he continues by bringing Damaris into it and claiming that they were making jokes and laughing about some of the tweets and the Twitter era.
Raging racist, right? Fine, he's a raging racist. Yeah, Rory, stop being sarcastic because that's what they don't like about you. Is that you're being
trolling is not gonna work.
You that's what they don't like about you, right? So just stop doing that because it's just not working in your favor. But the whole entire purpose of this is there's nothing, Rory. There's nothing that you can do. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know if you're just in spaces just like because you want to talk, but there's nothing that you can say to change these people's mind because they don't know you. And on top of that, it's not like Rory's tweet just got resurfaced and now there's a whole group of people that want to find out what Rory cares about. They don't like you because they think you don't like Kendrick, so they're not going to like you no matter what you say. So it doesn't like there's no cleaning up here. So that's why I'm like, are you in here just to kick it? Because if so, you can just go like do something better because they're not here to like, you know what I'm saying, really hear you out. They don't give a, they painted a narrative about you. You back that narrative up with some stupid tweets. They weren't around for the time. You can't explain it. There's nothing you can do. Like, you're not going to apologize because you know you didn't say anything worth like really apologizing for, and you're not going to give an ingenuine apology because you're not sorry because you didn't mean any harm when you tweeted it. So I don't know at this point, I don't know what anybody is like in here like for, like other than to bash you. Are you seeing what I'm saying? But if you want to stay here and get bashed, like you can do that.
But Damaris, the attitude you just admitted yourself, the attitude behind it is sarcastic. It's not like, you know, he's coming off as, oh, I want to have a genuine conversation. He's making a joke out of it. He's not really trying to have a genuine conversation.
Oh, let's have a genuine conversation.
I don't think he would be making a joke out of it because I don't think it's something that's funny.
Let's have a genuine conversation.
I'm sure you're thinking, okay, so what were the tweets by now?
Tweets, some of them were offensive to celebrities, some were seen as anti-black women, etc. That's what happened.
I will no longer repeat those tweets on my platform. Rory had plenty of opportunities to course correct, and he assumed it was a joke. He was cynical. He was contemptuous, and at one point, he even accused his then-girlfriend, who is now his ex, of stealing his phone and tweeting such things. After more than 2 hours, they inquired, would you say or tweet those things again? This is his response.
Any of these tweets today?
Which ones?
Any of them?
I said
the ones
before.
that everybody's offended by.
One or two I've said I've joked about on the podcast already.
But she's asking you today, Rory, today, not 7 years ago.
Rory, you gotta have better answers. Come on, bro.
Now, the Damaris and Rory have both deleted or deactivated their Twitter accounts. They are presumably expecting that this will pass and the internet will forget. But the internet never forgets, and there are always receipts. In an attempt to find a response to the tweets and retweets, Rory went on to apologize on his show to both the people he was being disrespectful to and the people who were generally present.
I did come off dismissive to some people that did not deserve that were just saw something out of context and was like, yo, what's up with this? And I was a little condescending and dismissive in the beginning.
Now, based on Mark Lamont Hill's upcoming Anatomy of an Apology, it appears that Rory's apology lacked a few crucial components.
Like, here's what an apology should be. I'm sorry. Here's my understanding of what I did wrong. I'll never do it again. Here's how I'm going to make this right.
And this leads me to something Joe mentioned earlier, I think.
Himself, he went on Spaces to explain his position and had a very long 4.5 hour.
And put on an absolute masterclass in how you should not defend yourself.
Yeah. 4.5 hours is way too long.
An absolute, boy, that was...
You said in how you should not.
Should not.
It is a way to do that.
The opening part of that conversation. In the Spaces.
In the Spaces. Dismissive, smug, condescending,
snarky,
arrogant, snarky.
What?
His position was anybody that knows me knows that I don't hate black people. I'm not a racist. Yada yada yada. People were trying to tell him we all don't know you.
Right.
And this is how these tweets come off. A lot of the tweets were a lot worse than the looking in my rim rap lyric part that Mark
I want to
mentioned.
know the worst.
I wouldn't read them.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't feel comfortable.
I wouldn't even read them, but they were pretty bad. So I think people were just trying to hold him accountable and get him to at least acknowledge that in them resurfacing, there are people that weren't around back then that are hurt, that feel a way, that listen to you, that follow you, that look up to you, yada, 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 all of the bells
even
and
the
whistles.
people that do know you, they still be hurt about it. Even if they, like, people get hurt by stuff like that, especially when they support you.
I think some people gave him grace because...
it grew legs.
Yeah.
It grew legs rather quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah, and mentioning Beyonce doesn't ever stop things from growing legs.
Yeah.
So that's its own...
He mentioned Beyonce?
Yeah.
Yeah, the Beyonce tweet. Yeah, Rory's gonna get it off.
Yeah, 2011 was a different time.
Y'all agree that Twitter was like a whole nother place back then?
It was. I wasn't doing it.
That just doesn't excuse anything.
Yeah.
No.
It was. I was there for it. I participated. It just doesn't excuse anything. If the tweets ever come up, which, number one, I'm confused how people that have some stuff going on are not doing a forensic cleanse
I got
on their across their social media.
Yeah.
In 2011, them tweets were so bad they start kicking my back in. Hey, them tweets were so bad, this mother Budden broke him at the coach. I was like, I didn't know this nigga in 2011. I had no idea who he was in 2011.
However, I now hear this phrase repeated by various microphones and voices. Repeating this phrase causes the behavior to become more commonplace. I apologize, but it doesn't matter what age Twitter was in. When was it acceptable to make anti-black and anti-black lady remarks? It is also acknowledged. It is referred to as the Wild Wild West. Since retweets appear to be the source of Rory's frustration, let's eliminate them from the discussion. The ones he was actually tweeting are anti-black if you look at them. This is what occurs when visitors become overly at ease in the culture and others in their immediate vicinity fail to monitor their behavior. These tweets date back to 2011. Some are from 2012. I think Twitter users have grabbed and screenshotted many pages of tweets. Additionally, it's possible that the JBP hasn't seen all of those tweets at this point in the exchange, so let's give them the benefit of the doubt. You can see exactly what I mean if you go pull them up and examine them. Rory maintained the same mindset while Rocky, the host of the space, went over tweet after tweet. And Maul entered the room with a contemptuous demeanor and the idea that Rory had nothing to explain. Damaris entered the meeting and clarified that his Kendrick perspective is the only reason why people are upset over it. They all overlooked the fact that these tweets shouldn't have existed in the first place, even if they might have got things started.
Rory's going to do. He apologized for some of the tweets that he would not retweet or post or say today in 2025.
Man, get the out of here.
How I tell you to come on and get him off and you make it worse. Jesus.
With this shit. Yo, Rory. Hey, yo, Rory, go to sleep. Bro. Go to sleep. Yo, Rory, go to bed, man. Go to bed.
Man,
I know you ain't asking for no shit like that.
Because you got some weird tweets that we can bring up.
This nigga got weird ass tweets too.
We can get down on your ass.
You could get down on who is that? Who is that? Who is that?
Right. Who is that? Yeah. Both of y'all clowns get off the space.
You know you got
both of you clowns.
Bro, y'all are
He's
crazy.
cornball. Hey, yo, Rory, man.
Yeah,
just
get
go
your
to
goofy
sleep.
ass off
You
here,
in here
boy.
with some cornballs, man. Just
Yeah,
go to
get your
sleep,
goofy
bro.
off here, boy. Clown.
Oh, that's a tough guy right there. Gangsta.
Yeah, right. No, I ain't tough. It's the internet. It's the internet.
Hey, Mo, if y'all
This the internet. This the internet, brother. I don't get tough until I get flight itineraries.
Oh, boy. Spell itinerary.
Hey, next question, brother. Silly ass. Yeah, if you start pulling up your tweets,
hey, pull up my tweet. Pull them up.
Yeah,
Get dark weird.
out of here. Goofball.
Pull up my tweets.
Hey, Rocky, who got the next question? Stop. Get these suckers off the mic.
I'm trying to figure out why
These
Rory.
niggas, bro.
We got
Damn these
Y'all is crazy on this.
You the suckers,
Hey,
bro. I know
hey,
y'all don't care about that shit.
Hey, Rocky.
Talk crazy about black women. Y'all backbite you. You just clowns, bro. Y'all beta males, bro.
Hold on.
Particularly given the current situation and the way some of them come out on that podcast and the tape that was released a few weeks ago with people attempting to figure out what he said and didn't say. When you combine all of that with Rory's public persona, is this an example of someone who has become too accustomed to the culture and forgotten who they are and that they are a visitor? Or is this an example of someone who is truly racist?
I think Rory's racist. No,
Of course not. Yeah, no.
Do I think that there must always, there's just law to how white people have to listen to black people in black spaces, I feel.
Period.
Yeah. Like,
I agree.
If you hurt someone with your words, and when the words are of a certain, context, yeah, I don't think it's your right to be smug in that instance. And I think
Okay, this chat isn't just about Rory, so be sure to watch the entire show to see what the other members of the cast have to say. It has to do with the culture in which we all live. We can spend the entire day debating the tweets while sitting here. We can discuss the apology. We can discuss the space meltdown. Ultimately, though, the true question is whether we support course correction or cancellation, and what responsibility looks like when someone has established their platform in a black area. So I'll let you handle it. Let's discuss it in the comments below. Please share your ideas. Until someone proves otherwise, do old tweets still define who they are? Is it appropriate to cancel them, or is there a possibility of actual course correction?